some big steps forward in that last video. Today we are going to focus on getting that engine out of there and getting all that hull ready for the engine to go back in again. So my thoughts behind that. Gonna have to do some work on the cooling pipe work that's currently not installed in the engine bay. You've got to keep that engine nice and cool, plus a little bit of electrical routing, plus just some general cosmetic sort of things that I want to do. I want to make it look as neat and tidy as I can. The skis are generally pretty neat and tidy out of the factory. There's not a lot in them, so to speak. That, and then also the fuel lines, just tidy them up so they look absolutely OEM plus, if that's possible. I mean, I'm sure whatever we do now will be better than what it was back then. So this episode, we're going to work on getting that tidied up, engine out. Engine may go back in again. I'll just see how I go for my parts turning up and everything that's available. So without any further ado, let's dive in. If anyone's wondering, yes, it is still cold. It is still cold. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna, first things first, drain this fuel tank so I can get it out without too much issue. More's coming out of my pump than what's going in the tank. Why is that? What's happening here? Something has occurred. There we go. That's better. Better lift that tank out now. Probably took half of it out. What's wrong with this thing? It's leaking out of here as well. Put that on the to look at list. Alright, fuel tank is out. I'll pour the rest of this back in that little container and then we will continue forward. Just going to remove a little bit of this fuel line sort of stuff that's in the way, plus this bowl's full of fuel. This I'd call it a bowl, little canisters full of fuel. Put this back in here so I can lose it. Okie dokie, so where are we at? Exhaust is off. I've taken that off. I just did this off camera to save burning the time. Exhaust off. All the electrical's disconnected. The electrical box is out. I've disconnected that. I'm just going to undo the mounting bolts. It's not how you lift something heavy. Oh, it's going to hurt tomorrow. Yikes. Disconnect that. What are you doing? Get up there. And she's out. Alright, so we are engine out. Bit of fuel spillage in the bottom, that was just me. in the I don't know. I want to be transparent and sort of share a little bit of my disappointment around something here, which is the paint and the way the paint has adhered, even after using the correct primers and the paint. I'm just finding that it's very, very soft and it's chipping very easily. So I'm not really sure what to do about that, but just sharing my thoughts on that. I will be covering paint in a later episode. So this is where we're at. I'm going to give this a bit of a vacuum out now. I really would like to clean these up. The weird blue color is just a bit weird for me. I'd like to have another color. I'm going to take off, like I said, all these hoses, that fuel control there. I'm going to change the hoses over in that. Like I said, they're hard and brittle, and they just have no flexibility in them. I mean, that one's still full of fuel. It's where half the fuel came from. It's there. There's just no flexibility. I just want to refresh them. So I'll do that. But I'm going to give this a vacuum now. Then I'm going to take out that choke and do a little bit more cleaning up in here. So let's get stuck into that. So engine is out, exhaust out, fuel lines out, power is all out. I'm just going to take off this plate here. I really want to do something with it. I'm just not happy with it. I have another one. It's probably in similar condition, but you can't, these stickers you can't get. I want to, you know, I want it to look better than what it does, especially because it's like of where it is on the ski. So I have to work out what I can do. There's the back of that plate. Oh yeah, look at that. I was talking earlier about the gunk. Hopefully you can see that. Look at the gunk that's all built up in there, all that corrosion. I did know about that. Showing it again. Hopefully you can see, but this is, if I can get the camera to focus, this is what I'm talking about, all this wear. It's from where the strap rubs. I know it's going to rub again, but I'd like to clean it up. I'm even thinking that I might just try and clean up these sides as best I can, because they're actually not too bad. And then this center section here and the top along here, just give that a bit of a buff back and a spray just to bring it to a bit better condition. So I'm just going to pull out this choke and then stash this away. The more I look at these blue engine mounts, the more I really don't like the blue. So while I'm here, I'm going to rip them out, label them, and I'm going to just going to hit them with a coat of paint. I don't know, I just can't handle the colour. I know this is not perfect, but the colour's just, I don't know, what were they thinking? So I've got all those labelled: front, rear, rear left, front left, right rear. So just to interrupt briefly what we're currently doing, I'm not sure if anyone noticed, and I'd be interested in the comments if someone can let me know how the lighting on my face and sort of some reflective surfaces appeared in the last couple of videos. For the sake of me just trying and testing things, I've jumped back onto the GoPro now. I was filming on my iPhone, but I've jumped back onto the GoPro because I just feel two reasons at the moment this setup will benefit me and you as the viewer is that one, I can get the GoPro in a lot more places to show you what I'm doing, and I really feel that's something that's important for me in my videos. Not that I'm making POV style videos, but I noticed in the last couple of videos that I've done since I'm back on now, that I've had to say, oh, I can't get you in there to show you. And I really don't want to be like that. I really want to be able to have the camera in a position where you can see what I'm doing with my hands, just to get a deeper connection to what's actually happening and how builds or tools or things go together. Because I think that's one of the elements of my channel that I like to get across, and I want to ensure that I get across, is the feeling of like we're doing it together. That's important for me. So I'm back on the GoPro. I'm going to do some work now that you'll see coming up, fuel lines and some cleaning of some parts and a few bits and pieces like that. But the filming for the rest of this episode is going to be done on GoPro. So please let me know in the comments how it comes across, if you like it, if you don't like it. There are obviously other options a lot of people do, like a DSLR or a camcorder in 4K style setup. I'm happy to go to that in the future should that be required or needed, or be a better representation and presentation of what I'm doing for you. The lighting I have in here is electronically dimmed, so the flicker rate, I've had to adjust the camera settings so it does, the GoPro picks up a little bit of a flicker at 60 Hertz, so I've had to drop it to 50 Hertz where the iPhone doesn't, it cancels that out. So anyway, sorry for the brief interruption, we'll get back to it, but please let me know what you think and how it comes across on your phones, computers, laptops, TVs, because I'd love to know. Let's get back to it. It's not that you probably want to hear too much of my voice, but like I was saying, this kind of thing with the GoPro is far easier to position the camera so that I can actually show you guys what's actually happening, and girls, what's actually happening. So I can tell you what's happening. I'm cleaning all this silicone off the drive shaft seal. So that we can clean it up and we can then reseal it again. All right, so I'll finish scraping all this stuff off and then I'll come back and show you. So I hope that sort of shows, that was just obviously cleaning up this so I can remount that plate onto it, but I just wanted to sort of, I guess, instantly demonstrate, like, I can get the GoPro in for everyone to see here. I mean, the engine is out, but even so, it's getting an iPhone to sit and blah, 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 it's too hard. So I'm now just going to silicone this up and I'm going to mount that plate back on so that we can get the drive shaft set back in here, so we can get the engine in and the prop unit back on again. Beautiful. Okay, so they're torqued down to spec. I'm just going to torque down these engine bolts so that I can get this engine back in again. Obviously just doing a nice cross hatch pattern. Perfect. Before I put that engine back in, after cleaning obviously these mounts, I would like to paint the mounts as well. Why, I don't know, but just because I would like them to look nice. So I'm just going to tape these up. Okay, so all the engine mounts, paint's all nice and dry, which is good. I've got all 4 of them in here. Throw them back in, torque them down, and then we'll get this engine back in again. Beautiful. So as best I can, I'm going to torque down these. Now, someone's going to say, and I'm going to stop you before you say it, shims. Yes, shims. I'm going to see how this all lines up because it's quite easy to put shims in, and I want to order some new shims. So this is where we're up to. I'm going to end the episode here, only because I'm just waiting for a couple of parts to come, and I feel that if I keep going, like I said, this one's going to get a bit long, and I'll end up sort of clashing with what I want to do next. So basically, as you can see, drive shaft is hooked back to the engine. I've got that cover plate which goes over that. Exhaust is in, and fuel tank's in. Exhaust exchange box is in. Everything's sort of in, for lack of a better word. I've just got to get that electrical control box back in, but first things first, I have to get the choke and fuel control knob back in, and hopefully I can get onto that this week. I've just got to start cleaning up that aluminium. So like I said, I'm just going to wrap this episode up here so that we don't drag on too long. I'm trying to keep these sort of around the 20-minute, maybe sub half an hour time, just because I know everyone has a busy life and we can't all dedicate hours to watching what we love to watch. So This week I'll be working on the bits and pieces that I just mentioned on the ski, starting to clean up. I'm super excited. The engine's back in. I've got to start working on that jet unit to clean it up. It's just sitting over next to me here. And some final touches on the mechanical side of things. Mechanical, that's better, side of things. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone that does watch. I just wanted to quickly throw this in at the end. During the week, I got an email from YouTube which just said that basically, congratulations, your channel's growing. You're now open for super likes and something else, which is not why I do this, but I really appreciate those who do follow, subscribe and share the videos and comment, like I've said many times in the past. Like, I love it. Even if you're commenting something that I've done wrong, I think it's great. I think it's great, the interaction, and everyone who puts something on social media should really be open to criticism, because you're putting your opinion out there, and really everyone doesn't have to agree with everybody. It's your opinion, or it's my opinion, or it's the way I do something. It doesn't mean it's the 100% right way, or there isn't another way. So I do appreciate all comments that come in, so please keep them coming. So again, thank you for all those that watch, share, and that have subscribed. It does mean a lot to me. And I hope everyone has a great week. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.